Are ships actually getting through the Strait of Hormuz? There's a lot of confusion right now about what's happening there. In response to US and Israeli military action, Iran moved to block the Strait of Hormuz, sending oil prices soaring and shaking the global economy. The US president has sought to reopen the strait, but shipping has not returned to pre-war levels. On May 4th, the US Navy temporarily escorted commercial ships through the narrow waterway, but some users were skeptical. One wrote, "Maps and satellites don't lie. No ships have passed." Is that actually true? What can maps and satellite data really show, and where do they fall short? Let's try to track one of the ships that was reportedly escorted through the strait. Tracking a vessel online starts with the basics, such as looking for the ship's name. The U.S. Central Command did not identify any vessels in its statement, but Maersk, the world's second largest container shipping company, later said that one of its vessels, Alliance Fairfax, was escorted out of the strait with U.S. military support. We can search for the ship's name on one of the several vessel tracking websites like Marine Traffic or Vessel Finder. Enter the ship's name to see photos and its reported location. Off the coast of the United Arab Emirates in the Persian Gulf. Several other websites report the same, but here is the catch. The ship's last recorded position is more than 60 days old, according to multiple tracking platforms. Does this mean that the ship is still there? Not necessarily. These ship tracking tools rely on radio signals. Vessels above a certain size are required to carry a device that transmits so-called AIS, Automatic Identification System data. It broadcasts details every few seconds, showing who they are, and where they're going. But ships can switch that signal off, and once they do, their location simply stops updating. The reasons for going dark can vary, such as illegal activity like smuggling or unauthorized fishing. But they can also switch it off for safety or security reason, which is allowed by the International Maritime Organization. But in some cases, you can indeed get clearer signals. Reports on specialized maritime websites have identified specific ships that recently crossed the strait. For example, a very large gas carrier called Sarv Shakti. On tracking websites, the vessel does appear, along with a route that passes through the Strait of Hormuz and appears to end in India. These tools are powerful investigative tools. They've been used to uncover everything from smuggling networks to so-called shadow fleets. Tankers often linked to Russia, Iran, and Venezuela and used to transport sanctioned oil. So maps and satellites are usually reliable, but their usefulness has clear limits, especially in conflict zones like the Strait of Hormuz, where vessels have already been hit by missiles.